Good day, girls. Today we are going to do something different. But before that, a question. What does an electric bell, a maglev train, and MRI machine have in common? Try guessing. Well, if some of you guessed it right, yes, they all have electromagnets. But what are electromagnets? Electromagnet is a temporary magnet which is produced when current flows through a coil of wire wound around a soft iron core. Interesting invention, isn't it? This means we can actually create a magnet simply by using a battery as a source of current, wires as conductors, and an iron core to focus these magnetic fields together. Let's watch this video of how an electric bell works. I'm sure you'll be inspired by the idea.
Let us study how an electric bell works. The electric bell consists of wire wound on an iron piece. The coil acts as an electromagnet. An iron strip with a hammer at one end is kept close to the electromagnet. There is a contact screw near the iron strip. Switch on the circuit and observe. When the iron strip is in contact with the screw, the current flows through the coil, which becomes an electromagnet. In the process, the hammer at the end of the strip strikes the gong of the bell to produce a sound. However, when the electromagnet pulls the iron strip, it also breaks the circuit. The current through the coil stops flowing. The coil is no longer an electromagnet. It no longer attracts the iron strip. The iron strip becomes back to its original position and touches the contact screw again. This completes the circuit. The current flows in the coil and the hammer strikes the gong again. This process is repeated in quick succession. The hammer strikes the gong every time the circuit is completed. This is how the bell rings.
There you are. Now that you have seen the working of an electric bell, why don't we try to create an electromagnet and test how strong our electromagnet is, shall we? So the next video is from YouTube. So from this video shows us that we need some iron nails, some copper wires for winding. Well, you can get all these things around your house. The method of winding is paramount because the closer you wind the wires together, the stronger and the more concentrated the magnetic field you will produce. While the more turns of wires that you wind also will enable you to create a stronger electromagnet. See? It's easy, isn't it? Now remove the coating at both corners to improve the conductivity. Be careful while doing this. You can use a knife. Alternatively, you can also use scissors if you are worried. Do it nice and clean. There you go. Now, the next, of course, are batteries as the source of current. You just need to tape it to your coil and iron nails. You may leave one end of the wire loose to connect and disconnect the current. Watch carefully. It's not difficult. So one end you tape it like that, while the other end stays loose. The battery gets heated soon, so do not connect the wire for a long time. Make sure that after you are able to attract some of the nails, paper clips, and other materials that you use to test, disconnect the wires from the batteries. You can try adding the number of batteries to increase the current that flows through the wire. So that will in turn increase the strength of the electromagnet. If you disconnect the copper wire, it won't work because the circuit has been disconnected. And you also can use a whole range of different type of materials, namely nails, bolts, nuts, paper clips, even staples. There you go. See how easy it is? Would you make an electromagnet today? Can you do it, girls? Let me know. I would love to see your work. Do record a video of yourself doing this activity and share with me. I'm ready to award you PL4 if you're able to carry out this activity successfully, that is to create an electromagnet. All right? And PL5 if you're able to analyze the factors that affect the strength of your electromagnet. Maybe you increase the number of turn of coils. Maybe you increase the number of batteries. Maybe you try winding it closer together. You can try anything to make it more efficient. So your video should contain a live demo, clear instructions, and relevant discussions. And don't forget, submit your videos by next Monday, that is 7th June 2021. Till we meet again, girls, bye bye and good luck.